هارون أخي اسجد لي أشري واشرك في أمري كان ذابيكا كثيرا ونشكر كثيرا إن لا تكون نبشر قد تسأل موسى آمين آمين يا الله. We take on it now as we usually have it. I have another youth scholar in the studio and scholar in I can say a linguist because it's the person who specializes in English language, in English as a lecturer, and a vast scholar in terms of Arabic and Islamic studies. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As Almighty says in the Holy Quran that there is nothing that the Quran has not touched. That is why we use this particular platform to touch every human endeavors. And what we want to look at today from Islamic and Hadith perspective is our economy. What is streamlining our economy now? Everybody knows that we are battling with two things now in this country, that is in Nigeria. We are battling with fuel, not only scarcity, but astronomical rise in the prices as against the former prices. Then the president of this country last week said that it was going to lead a particular task force to force the price down. Likewise, we are having a change of naira, that is 200, 500, 1,000. Then the effect on the people. Then from Islamic perspective, as Almighty has said it in the Quran, that mankind what some inflation, deflation, and some other things are caused by human beings as a result of usually that is excessive demand for a particular thing, to the extent that some people gather their wealth through around, that is through what? Through the bad means or lawful means. That is un-Islamic. Let me put it in that way.
Yes.
Only because some things are lawful in the country, but they are not human. Yes, because whatever that is human is Islamic. Assalamu alaikum wa
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Now, what is the stand of Islam regarding to all the economic impacts that we have experienced in the country?
Economy. When we say economy, there's no way we talk about the economy without talking about trading. We talk about trading, so we talk about traders. So traders, trading, economy, economists, and some other ways like that we use. But when we relate to those concepts to what is currently happening in this country, we will say, who is to be blamed? Who is to be blamed? It is of two folks. So the leaders should be blamed on one part, while we, the masses, the ruled, we should be blamed on the other part. So, and who is involved? Who is involved? So we say they are traders. In Islam, from Islamic point of view, economy is not forbidden. It is not un-Islamic. It is Islamic. Trading, because Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, during his lifetime, he was a trader. He traded. So that means for Muslims, it is not forbidden for us to engage in trading. But there are some factors that can make, because there's one hadith, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, all the traders will be resurrected as accused on the day of judgment. All the traders will be resurrected as accused, except those who engage in some acts. The first one is those who are pious of God when they are doing their trading. When they are pious of God, they will be saved from what Prophet Muhammad said. So other one is that those that are good, they are good in trading.
Irrespective of religion.
Irrespective of religion, is of the context. Context they find themselves. So whosoever is not wise in this country is foolish, so I will remain foolish forever. No. We should consider the consequence. Ibn Rushd, one of the Islamic philosophers, he made some conditions that can make a trading to be un-Islamic. Un-Islamic.
Be haram.
Be haram. So the first one is that what we want to engage in, the traded community should be legal, should be Islamic.
Should be legal and Islamic.
Should be legal and Islamic.
They are not the same.
They are not the same.
Legal and Islamic.
Should be legal,
Okay.
that is lawful. When we say legal, lawful.
Because liquor now is legal in
it's
Nigeria,
legal.
but it is un-Islamic.
It's un-Islamic. So, Ibn Rushd said, whatever we want to do as a means of exchanging goods should be Islamic and legal. That's the first one. So another condition is that, because of time, is that any trading you want to engage on should not involve any act that will cause loss to others. That's another condition. That's another condition. So you say, I'm a trader. We are traders. There's nothing bad in it. But what we do in the process of maximizing our profit, that's what you said, when you want to make a reference to Surah Al-Kawthar, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, in the process of maximizing our profits, we should consider others. So when we say we are not being controlled, we are not controlled by government. We are not
flow economy.
Flow economy. So we are free to do whatever we like. We should consider others. We should consider others. So trading is allowed. Trading is legal. Trading is Islamic when we are doing it and it's not affecting others negatively, according to Ibn Rushd. So other points that he made mention of is that it requires some elements that are in line with governmental rules or regulations. So we should consider the government of country where we want to do business. We should consider them. So some other factors like that. So in this country now, those marketers, so since they cannot be controlled, they cannot be subjected to any challenge or any lawful act that will prevent them against any price they like. So they are doing it at the expense of inconveniencing others. It is un-Islamic. Despite the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows trading in Islam. Even he encourages Muslims to be traders. But when you are doing it at the expense, you want to maximize, because in economics, they believe that the essence of capitalism, or the essence of
is to maximize
the profit.
Is to exploit.
It's to exploit. So when you are doing that, it is un-Islamic. So when you are doing that trading is no more trading, because it is un-Islamic. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says. So he says, because there are certain factors that should be put in place when we say we are doing business. وَكَانَ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمْ يَأْمُرُ بِالسَّمَاحَةِ وَالْيُسْرِ فِي الْبَيْعِ وَالشَّرَاءِ. So if we are to engage in himself, he commanded us that when we are doing business, we should be considerate. The word sama literally means forgiveness or overlook. Do you understand? But in this context, in business terms, we should be considerate. So of the buyers. We should consider them. You buy an item of commodity at the rate of 5 naira. There's nothing bad. It says I can sell 15 naira, 18 naira.
From 5 naira.
From 5 naira. So all in the name you want to maximize your profit.
That way you are saying there's a ram in halal.
There's a ram. That is what says halal bayinu wal haram bayinu wa bainahuma umurun mustabihat. Umurun mustabihat. That's the concept. Umur mustabihat. So it's my business. I can buy 10 naira and sell it to one. No. We should in Islam. It is un-Islamic to maximize profit in that context. Excessively. When you know that it's going to inconvenience others, the buyers. So those people they said,
some people say this is my time. This is their time.
We need to make use of it.
But when we look at it, they are not the producer of this petroleum. They are getting it either directly or indirectly from the government. Government is in charge. And the way government has streamlined it to the extent that it is very, very difficult for some of them. Even some of them are now clamoring. Somebody was saying sometimes they do equal and that they are maximizing many PDC. I don't know whether he thought that a profit to establish the equal. But look at this, the government who sells this into them the government is selling it at higher price. Not only that one, then from one hand to the, even some buy it from 7 hands. Then everybody will be getting profit. At the end of the day, before it gets to the consumer, you look at the enterprise. Can we blame them?
The question we can ask ourselves is that government, the price, has it changed?
It has not.
If it has not, so
But to get it,
masses also they clamor, they struggle to get it as well. So that price will remain the same.
But they are selling it from one hand to the other. Before it gets, some people will not see the verb. They will just see that this is the paper, I'm getting it this day, then selling it to another person will add the profit to it before you know it.
No price. No price that petroleum is selling without they can sell it without profit. Let's be sincere with ourselves.
No.
Petroleum is not profitable. I don't want to hear that. That's the song they have been singing. And this number of petroleum filling stations on daily basis keep on increasing. I said, even those that have not built,
they are still
agitating that will build. You can imagine number of filling stations that we have now. Start from this location to Okemale roundabout. How many number and the petrol is not profitable, and we continue engaging in that business. For example, I said he engaged in business as well during his lifetime. The amount of money he wanted, he would tell people that I want to sell this in this way. This is the exact amount of money I want to sell. This is the price. With the consideration of the buyers, even at times some buyers will consider this is supposed to be, this price is supposed to be higher than that. We'll give you more. They will still give more to first markets and thousands. So what are we saying? But I don't know. Those people, they are church goers, they are mosque goers, they are allergy, and they still maximize.
Okay. Let's talk about, we have Muslims among them. Then, Quran says, Afala Takilu. Atamuruna nasa bilibiri watansawna anfusakum wa antum tatluna al-kitaba afala taqilu. Then I want you to address our brothers. Even some of them, they build mosques, and the money they use in building mosques, in sponsoring people to Hajj, have money from all these sources. That you are saying that is too much.
It is not rewardable. It is not rewardable. You cannot get resources through un-Islamic ways, and you are spending it Islamically.
But they are not selling bears, they are selling for.
They derive that resources from illegitimate means. And in Allah Ta'ala tayyib, la yakbal illa tayyiban. My God is a God of decency. I will not accept anything that is indecent. So they cannot tell us that all the money they use to sponsor the less privileged, they use to send people to Hajj. My God is less concerned about that. The source. That's what God is concerned with. So Muslims can buy many cars, Muslims can build many houses. But what Allah is concerned with is the source. Where did you get it? Not what you spend it on. But through which means. So, but
extorting some people to use for more and
by the virtue of that, zulmu yanqasmina ila farqaksa. Zulmu is part of zulmu. It's part of zulmu to extort, and you cannot be forgiven until those people forgive you. You cannot seek astaghfirullah, seek forgiveness of God. God will not forgive you until those people you offended forgive you. So there are various factors. But let me refer to that to the verse you quoted now. To read afala taqilu wa antum tatluna alkitaba afala taqilu
atamruna
nasa bil birri wa
tansawna anfusakum wa antum tatluna alkitaba.
That verse focuses Islamic scholars. That what do we preach to these people in the mosque?
They come to us sometimes.
They will give us money. When they give us money, do we tell them the truth? Are we factual? No. So whoever brings money is a good son of God or servant of God. So that is why Quran says, "Fala nas'alanna alladhina ursila ilayhim, wala nas'alanna al-mursalin." Those messengers, they are going to be asked, and the spectators, God will ask them. But because of those people listening to us, let me mention some other factors that can make trading forbidden. So other one is hoarding.
Hoarding.
So you buy. You buy when you say hoarding, you buy certain items of good at a particular period of time and you hoard it to the time that you become scarce. It is un-Islamic.
Not to maximize profit.
Some people will buy cola nuts, they will buy palm oil, and they preserve it. They will keep it. They will hide it. And when
in expectation of higher prices.
Higher prices. So it is un-Islamic.
But there are some situations whereby you have to keep something. Possibly, look at what happened during the time of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. Allah asked them to keep their goods and their food to the time that they are anticipating.
That one is for consumption.
But they sold some of them.
At what price? At what price?
At the prevalent price then. And the price then was higher price.
That's what we need to consider. But it happened during that time, and what are the conditions attached to it? So it was sold at the rate of the price that was not inconvenient to the people.
Inconvenient.
To the people. So, all I say, that is another time is very important in trading. So you cannot engage in trading during the time of prayer. We are trading. That time, it has been made forbidden by Allah. It has been made forbidden by Allah because of time. Trading is allowed in Islam.
Inna salata kanat ala al-mu'minina kitaban mawquta.
That's another factor. And the other one is stepping over bargain or selling what the fellow Muslims have bought or have intended to buy.
Okay, this is how much you have paid. I will pay higher.
I will pay higher. How much?
Return is money to
return is money.
It happens to land buyers, even cars,
even wives.
Subhanallah.
You want to marry? They say, you pay how much will you give? I want to marry this lady.
10,000.
And I will take her abroad. I will take her abroad.
Return 500.
I will return that. That one is haram. It's haram. It's non-Islamic. It's non-Islamic. Then put it that way. So there is called in Islam. Al-aslu fil ashiya'i al-iba'a ata yadula dalilu ala tahrim. The original law for everything is permitted. Everything is permitted until there is an indication that shows the forbidden state of it. Trading is allowed according to that coin now. But when there are certain conditions attached to it, it can be made forbidden. So I would like to beg to make appeal to those people selling food that they should be considerate and they should consider aftermath. That is hereafter.
Jazakallah, we cannot exhaust all these things. Madam Abdul Rashid said that we should make sure that we go. But before we go, money now. People are ordering fuel, but some people are ordering new notes. I want to give a sentence to them.
There's no difference between money and goods. So it was of the same situation. So let me put it that way. So those ordering money and those ordering petrol or whatever, so they are the same category.
What they're doing is a lot of alarm.
It's also it depends on the because of time. It also depends on the situation.
Madam Abdul Rashid, a lecturer from one reputable institution in Osun State. No matter be with you and be with your family, and the school you left behind. No matter guide you in there. And this is the convenient point, inshallah, that we are going to try the cutting by the God. We are going to be on the seat again next week, inshallah. That is the statement. But don't forget that today is Friday. Let us all go to mosque. Then it is better to go to the mosque as either as so you can make a supplication to get out whatever supplication you are able to make before Imam enters into the member. Then you are going to get a lot of reward. Juma services is taking place at Ilya here, led by the chief Imam, Imam Yusuf. May Allah be with Baba and give him more enlightenment and more hidayah and let him live longer. I'm Adebisi Abdul Aderotimi saying, Ma salam wa ila al-liqa.